Alright, hello everyone. After several hours of technical difficulties and issues, we are back. Picking up where we left off. First big tornado of the day, PDS tornado warning here just outside of Kankakee. Kankakee just got hit by a big tornado. They've shrunken that, no longer includes Kankakee. We're likely going to have damage reports coming out of Kankakee tonight sometime. Tornado report damage reports coming out of Kankakee tonight. This is a large tornado on the ground hitting Aroma Park, moving towards Sun River Terrace, Weichert, Coster, Talamage, Hopkins Park, St. Anne Woods, Aaron, Litchfield, Ileana Heights, Woodland, and Leesville. If you are in any of those spots, you need to seek shelter immediately. This is a large and dangerous tornado coming towards y'all. We have a tornado warning over here that does include Kewaunee, Illinois, also Henry and Bureau counties until 7:15. Still have our severe thunderstorm warning up here in Kansas City for 8 more minutes. Likely rewarn this soon. We have still our tornado warning for part of the OKC metro. This tornado warning storm is moving towards the OKC metro. You take shelter now if you are near the OKC metro. We still have our tornado warning. Still have a tornado warning down here north of Valdy and Sabinal. This tornado warning storm moving through Camp Wood, moving towards Leakey, Texas, and Bandera, Lake Hills, and Medina. Take shelter now if you are in any of those places. We did just get a destructive severe thunderstorm warning for Kansas City. If you are in Kansas City, you need to be seeking shelter now, as we have a destructive severe thunderstorm warning in effect for downtown Kansas City. We have a tornado warning out here in Iowa for Fairfield and Mount Pleasant, Iowa, in Henry and Jefferson counties until 7:45. Take shelter now if you are in there. We have also an observed tornado warning outside of the OKC metro. If you are in OKC metro, you need to be taking shelter now. This is coming towards you guys. There's falling from the sky right now. We have a tornado warning falling from the sky right now. We have a new shrunken tornado warning here, still in effect for Kewaunee, Sheffield, and Neponset for till 7:15. If you're in Kansas City, you need to be taking shelter right now. It's a dangerous storm. Also, we still have a large and destructive tornado here just to the east of Kankakee that just went through Kankakee. We are going to definitely get some significant tornado damage reports soon out of Kankakee. Going out here are earth cams here in Kansas City and Oklahoma City, watching these storms move in. We have a destructive severe thunderstorm warning. We'll have that PDS tornado warning. 3-inch hail still in effect for Kankakee County for 20 more minutes. We're starting to see conditions worsen here in Kansas City as this destructive severe thunderstorm moves into Kansas City metro. Towards the camera here at Union Station in Kansas City as this storm continues to move towards the Kansas City metro. With observed 3-inch in diameter hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Let's pull up here our. This is just in Kansas City. This is in Kansas City, currently in Kansas City right now. The conditions are worsening here in Kansas City currently. We will put that down here in our stream to the side. We're gonna we still have a severe thunderstorm here moving into Kansas City. You need to be taking shelter if you are in Kansas City currently. Here. You're starting to see lightning here in Kansas City. We're going to jump over here to Oklahoma City to see the views over here. So we have a observed tornado warning for part of the OKC metro area. You be taking shelter now if you're in the OKC metro. Looks like our cam here is out. We're having some cam issues here in OKC area. We still definitely have a tornado on the ground here in the OKC area. We have several tornado warnings up here in Illinois and Iowa. We're going to go back here to Kansas City. Then we've seen our destructive severe thunderstorm moving here into Kansas City, into downtown Kansas City area. We still do have a PBS tornado warning up here east of Kankakee, moving towards in Sun River Terrace. We have a tornado hitting Sun River Terrace right now. We're just outside the Sun River. Just moved to Hopkins Park. It's still on the ground. It'll likely extend this into more of Schneider, Sumaba Resorts, Illinois, and Lake Village in Indiana. We have our weather camera here in Kansas City. Dams. Our Earth cam here in Kansas City at Union Station. You have a new destructive severe thunderstorm warning here for parts of it. It does extend into Indiana. We still do have a tornado. We still likely do have a tornado on the ground here in Illinois. Moving towards Hopkins Park. 3-inch in diameter hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds for you guys in the destructive severe thunderstorm. You need to take shelter immediately. Also have a new severe thunderstorm here in western Missouri. This does include Kingston and Hamilton and Lathrop. 60-mile-per-hour winds of 1.75-inch diameter hail coming towards you guys here in Kingston. Take shelter now if you're in Kingston. To go back over here to our Oklahoma City tornado that still is on the ground. We definitely still have a tornado on the ground here in Oklahoma City. We'll jump over that cam over here in Oklahoma City. We still definitely have a dangerous. You can see this is what is moving into the OKC area here. This is not a live cam. You see that massive shelf clouder moving into the OKC metro area. Go over here to our camera in OKC. This this threat will likely go through the night. We're likely gonna have a nocturnal. We could possibly have here a nocturnal tornado threat. We still have that here in Kansas City. The views. We still have several severe thunderstorm warnings down here in Texas and Oklahoma. You have a tornado right down here in just up of Baird still, embedded in a line. This is for Putnam. Take shelter now if you're in Putnam. So the severe thunderstorm warning for Sonora. We still have a tornado warning down here for moving towards Leakey, Texas. You did allow that tornado warning in Oklahoma City to go back to a base tornado warning. And they did shrink here this severe thunderstorm warning near. We likely still have a large tornado on the ground just outside of Sun River Terrace moving towards Hopkins Park. We have a where's that tornado warning at? Still have a tornado warning up here in for Mount Pleasant and Fairfield, Iowa. And the tornado warning here for another hour for you guys. So that tornado warning here for Kiwani. This storm does have baseball-sized hail. You need to be taking shelter now. You are in the path of this tornado. What was that? This is on this storm down here. We still have 25 minutes on this tornado warning down here. 2-inch in diameter hail. This is moving, just moved out of Campwood, moving towards Leakey, Texas. Does have very tight rotation. This kid could definitely drop a tornado soon. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning out here in Missouri. This does include Excelsior Springs, Lawson, and Kearney and Rayville, and Liberty. So if you are in any of these areas, you should seek shelter immediately. In Clinton, Clay, Ray, or Caldwell counties until 7:30. Golf ball-sized hail. Taking shelter immediately. We're in any of those areas. Same up here in Kiwani. We have very small size hail dropping with this tornado warned storm to the northeast of Kiwani, moving into Sheffield, Buda, and Neponset, moving towards Wyandotte and Manlius. A new considerable severe thunderstorm warning on the storm here on our tornado warned storm. Like we added this to accompany it. We definitely should have a tornado warning here. And it will be in effect for the next 23 minutes. We did allow that tornado warning to shrink, so 23 minutes on that. 22-inch diameter hail dropping right now. Sheffield, Neponset, Buda, or Manlius, or Mineral should be taking shelter now. If you are in Sun River Terrace, Hopkins Park, Moments, or any of these other areas in the destructive severe thunderstorm warning for storm just to the east of Kankakee should be taking shelter now. Still have about an hour on that tornado warning out here in Mount Pleasant in Fairfield, Iowa. Should be taking shelter now. We're in the tornado warning. Go back over here to our weather camera in Kansas City, as we will be right back in just a moment. The perception of that storm moving into Kansas City here in just a moment. Here we should have a observed tornado warning going into effect for Princeton, Hollowayville, Depew, Lamali, Arlington, Sherry, Malden, and Ohio. All these areas, if you were in here, you could take shelter immediately as there's a observed tornado. They have a destructive severe thunderstorm warning. This is still dropping up to baseball-sized hail. You need to be taking shelter now. If you are in Princeton. Here are the live view still here on Kansas City. As we continue seeing that destructive severe thunderstorm move across Kansas City. Go back down here, still that channel for 20 more minutes. Still moving into the OKC Metro. We do have a new PDS tornado warning. This does extend into Indiana and parts of Illinois. It is on our tornado that is still on the ground This does include Talamods, Lake Village, Sumava Resort, Snyder, Woodlandville, and Ahern. If you are in any of these areas, you need to take shelter now. But large and destructive tornado on the ground still, moving towards Lake Village, Sumava Resort, and Snyder, and moving through Talamod. We do have a new tornado warning down here in Oklahoma. This new tornado warning does include the entire OKC metro. So now we have a tornado warning for the entirety of the Oklahoma City metro. You take shelter now if you're in the Oklahoma City metro. Where was that? Still have a tornado warning down here in Texas, just to the north of Baldy and moving to Leakey, Texas right now. Still have quite a bit of rotation on that, just to the south of Leakey. Moving towards Utopia. Take shelter if you're in Utopia or at Leakey. So a tornado warning appeared for Putnam. In Putnam, taking shelter now. We did already get the hail for this storm. We have baseball-sized hail with this storm. You need to be taking shelter if you are in Leakey or south of Leakey or in Utopia. Okay, we have a tornado warning in the OKC metro for about an hour. We'll go back to Cam here in Oklahoma City. Have a live look here in Oklahoma City. As this tornado warning storm starts to move into the Oklahoma City metro. Also gonna get over here and get a live look here in downtown Kansas City as destructive severe thunderstorms move through the KC metro. Several severe thunderstorm warnings appear in Missouri right now. These line of storms will continue to strengthen as they continue to move northeast and deeper into Missouri. We still have that severe thunderstorm warning out here in. We saw that PDS tornado warning here in parts of Illinois and Indiana. Still have a large and dangerous tornado on the ground. Moving toward Lake Village, Sumava Resorts, and Schneider. This tornado warning, PS tornado warning, does have 4 inches in diameter hail included in it. The extremely large hail with this storm in Kankakee, Newton, and Lake counties. You need to be taking shelter now. 4 inches in diameter hail with this storm. Storm warning up here in Cedar Rapids. We also have one out here in Iowa City in the next 45 minutes. Cedar Rapids under a severe thunderstorm warning for the next hour. Please seek shelter if you are there. So have this one moving towards Dubuque, Iowa. Seek shelter if you're in Dubuque, Iowa. Still have this tornado warning storm moving into the OKC metro currently. There are live look on our Earth cams of downtown Oklahoma City as this tornado warning storm moves in. starting to see we're starting to see these storms here in Kansas City move out in the weekend. They've took it down to a considerable severe thunderstorm warning tag as it's as this storm severe warning storm starts to move to the north of Kansas City and move towards the longer parts of the Kansas State metro. Still have a tornado warning out here in Townsend and Sheffield. Storm moving towards Princeton. Take shelter now. We're in Princeton. Baseball-sized hail with this storm. Still have a hook on this storm in Oklahoma City. Take shelter now if you are in the OKC metro. So this hook echo on radar, the OKC moving to the OKC metro area. What was that? We still have that large and destructive tornado starting to move into Indiana state lines as it continues on its trajectory, as it continues to move towards Indiana and cross into India. This is still a large and destructive tornado. Just moved at Hopkins Park, moving towards in Lake Village, Sonata Resort, and Schneider. Shelter if you are Lake Village, Sonata Resort, Schneider. This also has 4 inches in diameter hail. Shelter now if you are then in that area. You are alive. Destructive severe thunderstorm warning onto our tornado warning here to the south. And then so destructive severe thunderstorm warning for this does include Medina, Texas. So still does have rotation, decent rotation on it. We packing up to we have observed four. We have observed greater, near or greater than 3.5-inch hail from when the storm moved through Campwood. So we have 4-inch in up to 4-inch in diameter hail. Observed up to 4-inch in diameter hail confirmed, moving towards Medina, moving towards the south and Leaky and Leaky. They shrunken this tornado warning even more. This includes Buda and Sheffield. Take shelter if you're in Buda or Sheffield, or if you're in the destructive severe thunderstorm warning. Go here to our live camera here in the OKC metro. We do have a new tornado warning out here in Texas, just to the west of Palo Pinto. This is out 2-inch in diameter hail. 25 minutes under this thunderstorm as it moves towards Caddo and Brad. Still watching this New York thunderstorm move into the OKC metro. to take shelter here in OKC Metro. Having our storms starting to move out of the Kansas City metro area. Our storms starting to move out of the Kansas City metro here. Our tornado still have 9 minutes on that tornado warning here in Texas for Bandera and Wheel counties. Texas. We will be right back. We still have a large tornado on the ground here. Crossing into Indiana, towards Lake Village, Sumava Resort, and Schneider. You need to be taking shelter if you are in Lake Village, Sumava Resort, or Schneider, Indiana. This is a large and destructive tornado. We will be right back in just a second. Alright, we are back. Get dinner. Right there. It is our tornado warning here. Still have our tornado warning here in the OKC Metro. Moving to the OKC Metro. Still have the hook on it. We'll zoom in here. Have the look here, and here are the looks in Oklahoma City Metro. Conditions continuously worsening here, and continuing to get worse here in the Oklahoma City Metro. And we do have a PDX. We do have a new. We have an extension onto our PDS tornado warning farther into Indiana. This is still a large and destructive tornado on the ground. This is still a large and destructive tornado on the ground. Still moving to. This does include Deer Park, Stoutsburg, Nyman, Virgie, Roselawn, Forest City, Thayer, and Fair Oaks. If If you are in any of these areas, you need to be taking shelter now. Also, 2.75 inches in diameter hail dropping up to baseball size hail. You need to be taking shelter now. It's a large and destructive tornado moving through parts of Indiana right now. Continue, go back to our weather camera here in Oklahoma City as this tornado warning storm continues to move into the OKC metro. Conditions continuing to worsen here in Oklahoma City. We do have a new tornado warning, this time here in Missouri. This includes Kingston, Elmira, Palo, Cowgill, and New York. To golf ball size hail radar indicated tornado warning. Here, have about 35 minutes on this tornado warning. Shelter now if you are in Kingston, New York, Palo, Cowgill, or Elmira, Missouri. We continue to have our large and destructive tornado move through Indiana. It is moving into Lake Villages. It'll move towards Thayer, Roselawn, Deer Park, Forest City, DeMont, Nyman, Stoutsburg, and Berngy, and Fair Oaks. If you are in any of these areas, you need to be seeking shelter immediately. As well as if you are in this destructive severe thunderstorm warning just to the south of Valparaiso. We have a severe thunderstorm warning up here for parts of the Chicago suburbs, and we're starting to see some more severe thunderstorms move into the Chicago metro area, or to the suburbs of Chicago. We'll go back here to our weather camera in Oklahoma City as this tornado warning storm continues to move in to the Oklahoma City metro. More to the north. We continue to have destructive severe thunderstorm warnings throughout the night. Continue to have destructive severe thunderstorm warnings throughout the night here. This Oklahoma warnings here near Oklahoma City, continuing to move across into Oklahoma City. Still have a large and destructive tornado on the ground moving from Indiana. You need to be taking shelter now if you are in the path of this. We have a tornado warning just expired for Sheffield and Buda. There's still a destructive severe thunderstorm warning in effect. And we went to our tornado warning here in Missouri. So you take shelter for about 31 more minutes here in for you guys in Kingston, Elmira, Palo, Cowgill, and New York. Continue to have a tornado warning down here to the south of Leakey. To the south of Leakey, starting to move more east. Medina, you need to be taking shelter from Leakey or Medina. Vanderpool, taking shelter immediately. Still in this tornado here in between Breckenridge and Palo Pinto. Shelter now for the shelter now here in Bragg, Texas, or Canada. It's like camera here in Oklahoma City as this conditions here worsening here in Oklahoma City as this tornado warning continues to move through. We have a tornado warning. Liberty, Missouri City, Gwinnett, Mosby, Crystal Lakes, and Excelsior Springs. Take shelter 28 minutes if you are in any of those areas, if you are in Liberty. We'll be dropping up to ping pong ball size hail. Take shelter if you are in Clay Ray or Jackson. Moving back to our live cameras here in Oklahoma City as we can barely see anything here. We can barely see anything here in Oklahoma City as this tornado warning is fully moving through. We do have a tornado on the run. It is good, but you are not going to see it. Still have our PDS tornado warning in Indiana. We still have a large tornado on the ground. Now going towards Thayer, Roselawn, Forest City, Deer Park, Nyman, and Stoutsburg, and DeMont, and Fair Oaks, who are on Shelby. We're in those areas who need to be taking shelter now. Our conditions here in Oklahoma City continue to worsen, as we can see here. Tornado warning down here in from just south of Leakey has been allowed to expire. So the tornado warning for Brad in Caddo for 11 more minutes. Barely see anything here in Oklahoma City as the storm is now moving through. That was me testing the system. There is no tornado PDS tornado warning as of now. There is, but that is not a new one. That was a test. Still have we do have a new base severe thunderstorm warning here in Missouri, stretching more into the northern parts of Missouri. This does include Chillicothe, Lawson, and Liberty, and Weatherby Lake. Take shelter if you are in these areas. These will continue to trek throughout Missouri. We have completely lost visibility here on the Oklahoma OKC cam in the OKC Metro as these storms continue to still have a decent look here on radar. No sign of tornado yet. We do have the potential for tornadoes. Still have a large indestructible tornado on the ground here near Indiana. Still have a large tornado on the ground moving towards Roselawn, Thayer, Deer Park, Forest City, Bergy, Fair Oaks, Lyman, and Stoutsburg, Thayer, and Shelby. You are in these areas, you need to be seeking shelter immediately. Still have these severe thunderstorms for parts of the Chicago suburbs. Some of these severe thunderstorms up here. One just to the south of Dubuque. We will pull up the Galena cam here in a moment. We still have our cam up here in the OKC Metro's visibility is still 0. We have some severe thunderstorm warning out here just to the south, just to the southwest of Wichita. This will be moving towards Wichita. In fact, for the next hour. Still have several considerable severe thunderstorm warnings over here, just to the west of Wichita Falls. Take shelter if you are in those. You have a destructive severe thunderstorm warning here, moving towards Medina. Take shelter if you are in Medina. Parts of Missouri, where Liberty does continue. We have a new tornado warning to the. They have downgraded the peak behind the tornado to a base tornado, which will be allowed to expire. This tornado continues to move into Thayer in Shelby, Roselawn, Forest City, Demont, Stoutsburg, Deer Park, Fair Oaks, Bergy, and Nyman. You are in these. Take shelter now. Still have that tornado warning for 5 more minutes here near Palo Pinto, or Brad, Texas. This continues to move towards Brad. Still have complete 0 visibility here in OKC. Visibility starting to clear up some as the storms start to move out. to gain visibility on our OKC cam as the storm is trying to move out of the OKC metro slowly. Still have our tornado warning here in Missouri, Excelsior Springs, Mosby, and Missouri City for about 18 more minutes. Got ball sized hail doing that. We have a tornado here brand allowed to expire. Still have a large tornado on the ground here moving towards Deer Park and the Mont for a city. So you take shelter if you are in those areas. Check in here on our Chicago storms. A severe thunderstorm warning here for the Chicago suburbs still. 33 more minutes. So we have observed packed dollar-sized hail flying through parts of the Chicago suburbs. Still have a destructive thunderstorm warning up here in parts of Indiana, moving towards Wapello. In Wapello, just moving to Winfield. Take shelter if you're in Winfield or Wapello. You get They did just update our PBS severe thunderstorm warning here in Isle, Indiana, and that continues to remain on the ground. Very large. This is still very large. It continues to remain on the ground in basically Roseland, Deermont, DeMont, Forest City, Deer Park, Stuxford, Lyman, Wheatfield, were the next in Penn Place. We did switch into that tornado warning that was in effect for the OKC Metro. Choctaw, Hara, Loud, and Jones were next in line for this. Shelter now. We'll be changing our setting to emergency for observed tornado warnings for now. We're starting to see things clear up here in downtown OKC. Seeing much damage here yet from the camera. You can see this low hanging clouds moving above City Hall. We do have an EDS tornado warning. An EDS severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued. 80-mile-per-hour winds for coming in, moving towards Strawn, Mingus, Gordon, and Palo Pinto. You are Brazos, Lone Camp, Santo, and New Salem. You are in Strawn, Mingus, Lyra, Gordon, Colville, Gordon Junction, Santo, New Salem, Brazos, Lone Camp, or Palo Pinto. You need to take shelter now. This is an extremely dangerous situation. Severe thunderstorm warning. Take shelter now. 80-mile-per-hour winds coming in. Okay, you have a severe thunderstorm warning there. Northern Missouri have a PDS still have a large tornado on the ground in Indiana. Deer Park, Vermont, Piercy, Neiman, Murgy, Stoutsburg, Wheatfield, Teftua, Laura, and Ashfalton. You are next in line. Seek shelter immediately. The large and dangerous tornado. You can see here our OKC storm is starting to move out of the Oklahoma City area. Moving towards Choctaw. Start moving towards Choctaw, Hera, McLeod, and Jones. You guys are next in line for this storm. Continue to have our EDS severe thunderstorm warning for Palo Pinto, Texas. You have a new tornado warning for Wyoming and Tucson, Illinois. 26 minutes for you guys here in 26 minutes. 2 inch diameter hail. You guys in Tucson and Wyoming. Shelter now. Still have a large and destructive tornado on the ground here. Still have a tornado on the ground here in Indiana, starting to show signs of weakening though. Deer Park, Demont, Stoutsburg, Nyman, Bergy, Wheatfield, Teft, Laura, and Ashfalton are next in line though. Still seek shelter. This is a dangerous storm. Continuing to see that considerable severe thunderstorm warning to the southwest of Wichita. 40 more minutes on that. So we'll have our destructive severe thunderstorm warning down here. Observe 3-inch in diameter hail in between, moving towards Medina. Take shelter if you're in Medina. Be pulling up our Chicago camera in just a minute. We'll show you what it looks like in Chicago currently. What it looks like here right currently in Chicago. Not much happening right now. Some storms in the suburbs. Had a decently decent severe thunderstorm moved through here earlier. You can see from previous images. Still have PDS tornado warning in effect in Indiana. Taking shelter in Indiana as this tornado continues to weaken. Oh, starting to weaken. Still have that EDS tornado warning for EDS severe thunderstorm warning for Palo Pinto for 23 more minutes. Taking shelter if you are in Palo Pinto or you are in that. Continue to have our tornado warning up here in Wyoming for 22 more minutes. Going to form a little hook here on radar over Wyoming. Please take shelter if you're at Tuan or Wyoming. Still have this severe thunderstorm warning here in northern Missouri for 22 more minutes. Taking shelter for that. Have some severe thunderstorm warnings up here in Michigan. For 7 more minutes here in Grand Rapids. These storms are moving back Grand Rapids. Severe thunderstorms here in Port Sheldon and Holland. Take shelter if you're in Port Sheldon and Holland. Still have our tornado warning out here in Oklahoma with up to baseball size hail. Up to tennis ball size hail. Moving towards Choctaw, McLeod, Hera, and Jones. They take shelter if you are there. The hook still visible on radar. Have a still have a considerable severe thunderstorm warning. Will be allowed to expire soon. Issue a new one. We'll be right back. We will be right back. On. Still have that EDS severe thunderstorm warning for about 19 more minutes for Palo Pinto, also just south of Mineral Wells. So that tornado warning are in line for tennis ball size hail in Hera, Choctaw, and Jones. Take shelter immediately in those areas. Still have a PDS tornado warning over here. So likely be allowed to expire as soon as this tornado warning is. Apparently, it seems I spoke too soon. We have a PDS tornado warning in Jasper County, in Indiana. This includes Wheatfield, Taft, just north of Laura and Ashfall. Just north of Laura and Ashfall. So if you are in Wheatfield, Taft, Laura, Ashfall, you need to take shelter immediately because there is still a large tornado on the ground. They will extend out that considerable severe thunderstorm warning into Knox, and Winnemac in North Judson. They seek shelter if you are there. Continue to have still about 18 more minutes on that tornado warning for Wyoming and Bradford, moving towards Henry and Lakin. Like, watch out if you are in Henry or Lakin. We do have a new considerable severe thunderstorm warning in Missouri. This does include Richmond. This does include Richmond and Carrollton. Richmond, Rayville, Celsius Springs, Carrollton, and Bogart. 60-mile-per-hour winds and 2-inch in diameter hail. You are in those parts of Clay, Ray, Carroll, or Caldwell counties in Missouri. Seek shelter now. Also have been severe thunderstorm warning here in northern parts of Missouri. This include Lancaster. This include Davis County in Iowa. This is in Schuler, Missouri, which will likely be allowed to expire soon. This severe thunderstorm is moving out of the area. Move it for tornado warning only here for still our tornado warning here for Wyoming and Camp Grove. Is shelter for in Saratoga Center, Castleton, Camp Grove. Still have a large and destructive tornado on the ground in Indiana, moving towards Stoutsburg, Diamond, Wheatfield, and Taft. Seek shelter immediately if you are in those areas. You need to run. You have no time. You need to seek shelter immediately. Coming back down here to Oklahoma, just outside of OKC, continue to have that tornado warning for 30 minutes with tennis small size hail outside of for Herat, Choctaw, Loud, and Jones. Shelter immediately if you are in any of those areas. Still have that BDS severe thunderstorm for 14 more minutes for Palo Pinto. Shelter immediately if you are in Palo Pinto, Texas. We have several severe thunderstorm warnings currently. We have several severe thunderstorms 31 severe thunderstorms. We have several severe thunderstorms ongoing. We have 31 currently. 4 tornado warnings. That number will continue to rise over the next few hours. Alright, let's take a look at our models for tonight. Here, we're going to look into the future here. We're expecting some of those storms continue with rain into the late night hours. Especially into mid-Missouri. Those will become more scattered later on. We saw about having new severe thunderstorm, considerable severe thunderstorm warning here near Medina, Center Point, Ingram, Comfort, and Herville. Seek shelter if you are in Medina or Herville. Still have about 42 minutes left on our severe thunderstorm warning here in Kansas, here outside of Kansas City, just to the northeast of Kansas City. So include Richmond and Carrollton and Excelsior Springs. Seek shelter now if you are in those areas. 12 minutes our tornado warning here for Camp Point, Hasselton, and Saratoga Center as this continues to move toward Lakin. But UPS tornado warning continues up here in Indiana. Still have a tornado on the ground here in Indiana, moving through Stoutsburg, moving towards Wheatfield and Taft. Seeking shelter immediately if you're in Wheatfield or Taft. We do have a new tornado warning down here in Texas for Palo Pinto County, Texas. This does include Bradford. This does include Bradford and Oron. If you are in Bradford or Oron, take shelter immediately. There indicated tornado warning moving towards you. Storms are continuing to inch closer to the DFW area. But severe thunderstorm warning out here for Lawton, 1 inch in diameter hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds for you guys at Lawton. To 25 more, those still have tennis ball size hail in about 25 more minutes. A tornado warning for Choctaw and Hara, and Jones and McLeod. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning here in Missouri. This is for parts of Adair, Lynn, Grundy, Sullivan, Macon, and Livingston counties until 8:30. This doesn't include Purdon, Browning, and Green City. Includes a part of Linneas as well, just north of Linneas and just south of Milan, just outside of Kirksville. You see these storms move more more into the northwestern side of Missouri, to the northeast side of Missouri. Still have our considerable severe thunderstorm warning down here in just out southwest of Wichita. Got about 25 minutes on that. Till you have our EBS severe thunderstorm warning. We do have an extension onto our PDS tornado warning here in Indiana. This now includes North Judson, Radioville, Clarks, Denham, Lena Park, Aldine, Toto, English Lake, and Wilders. If you are in any of these areas, you need to take shelter immediately. This is still a large and destructive tornado on the ground. This is definitely still a large and destructive tornado on the ground. Moving towards North Judson, you take shelter immediately for this tornado warning. This is moving towards North Judson, Indiana. Take shelter if you are in North Judson. They did shrink this PDS tornado warning. As tornado has moved out of this area. Seek shelter now if you are in North Judson, Indiana. We do have our new tornado warning as anticipated. This is for Henry, Lincoln, Varna, and LaRose, Illinois, in Marshall County until 8:30 p.m. Radar indicated in ping pong ball size hail. Shelter immediately if you are in Lincoln, Henry, Varna, or LaRose. We will return in just a moment. We will be back momentarily. We are back, everybody. That PDS tornado warning continues up here in northwest Indiana. You have a large tornado on the ground moving towards North Judson. You need to be taking shelter now if you're in North Judson. We do have a new tornado warning in Missouri. This is for Ray and Carroll counties in Missouri, just to the north of Norburn, and just to the west of Carrollton, and also just to the northeast of Richmond. rain Carroll counties till 8:30 p.m. 2-inch in diameter hail for you. Seek shelter immediately if you are in this tornado warning, or if you are in Carrollton or Bogart. We'll be right back. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, everybody. Hey, we have our tornado warning over here, just to the west of Carrollton, just to the north of Norburn. Rain in Carroll counties until 8:30 to 2-inch in diameter hail. We also got a considerable severe thunderstorm warning for downtown Wichita. So you take shelter now if you are in Wichita. You'll have several severe thunderstorm warnings up here in northern Illinois and eastern Iowa and southern Wisconsin. We have severe thunderstorm warning over here for parts of Racine in the Racine Kenosha area, just to the south of Milwaukee. Or we have that EDS severe thunderstorm warning will be allowed to expire in just a minute. 16 minutes on this tornado. We're down here for Shock Dive. Hara and Jones still has some rotation on it. You seek shelter there. We have a new destructive severe thunderstorm warning down here in Texas for Medina, Center Point, and Comfort. Baseball size hail, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts for Bandera, Kerr, and Kendall counties until 8:30. So seek shelter if you are in Center Point, Comfort, or Medina. We have up here in western Indiana. To seek shelter if you seek shelter now if you are in North Judson. Still have that tornado warning here north of Norburn and west of Carrollton. In fact, for about they have just shrunk it some. Still north of Norburn, west of Carrollton. Still have that tornado warning for about 30 more minutes. 2-inch in diameter hail. You have continue to have a tornado warning here 14 more minutes in Grafford and Oron. Maybe two questions from Grafford and Oron. We do have a considerable severe thunderstorm warning over here for Arath, east on the Parker, Palo Pinto, and Hood counties in Texas. This is just west of the Fort Worth metro. Severe thunder moving towards the Fort Worth area. Watch out if you're in the Fort Worth area. Yeah, you come here in North Judson. You see we're in North Judson, Indiana. This is still a large tornado on the moving towards North Judson. We still have our tornado running over here for about 28 more minutes in Lincoln, Henry, Varna, and LaRose. So ping pong ball size hail. Got about 30 more minutes on that. We do have a new tornado warning. Parts of Missouri and Iowa. This does include Cantrell, Bonaparte, Farmington, continue to have a large build. Seek shelter immediately if you're in North Judson. We're having some. Just a second here. Continue to have a severe tornado warning here in Lincoln, Varna, LaRose, and Henry for 26 more minutes. Long ball size hail. You take shelter there. As we were saying over here. We're gonna seek shelter over here. Tornado warning here for Van Buren in Iowa and Clark and Scotland, northern Clark and Scotland counties in Missouri. Both Cantrell, Mount Sterling, Bonaparte, and Farmington in Iowa. Seek also Brock, Asen, Prospect Grove, Cusco, Ensign, St. Chambersburg. Take shelter for 4 minutes till 8:45. Ping pong ball size hail. You seek shelter. Continue that tornado warning for 10 more minutes for Choctaw, Hera, and Jones. Still have a hook on radar. They'll probably extend out that tornado warning. Here's our live views in downtown Wichita as this severe thunderstorm moves into downtown, as this considerable severe thunderstorm warning moves into downtown Wichita. Here. We have about 9 minutes on your guys' tornado warning down here in Texas with Grafford and Oron. So have a destructive continuing the stream for that still you'd seek shelter in North Judson as this tornado continues to move towards North Judson. The large continues to be a large and destructive tornado. We currently have 7 tornado warnings and 27 severe thunderstorm warnings. We can add on to that severe thunderstorm warning list. Add one new considerable severe thunderstorm warning north of our tornado warning for Lincoln includes Kankakee and Granville, 23 minutes. You can seek shelter there. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning here in Texas. This is for Wise and Jack counties till 9 p.m. Jacksboro, Runaway Bay, Bridgeport, Chico, Boyd. So, 7-mile-per-hour wind and quarter-size hail. Shelter here. Tornado warning for Boron and Bradford. Will expire in about 7 minutes. Continue to have our tornado warning out here in Carroll and Ray counties. Carroll and Ray County are continue to have here in you have a tornado warning here for 37 minutes in Scotland, Clark, and Van Buren. About 22 more minutes here in Ray and Carroll counties. Continue to have our large tornado is moving closer towards North Judson. Continue taking shelter if you are in North Judson. But over here we have a tornado warning over here in Lincoln. We have about 21 more minutes on that. To the north of Lincoln, Varna, and shelter now. In that tornado warning, even more for Ray and Carroll. As it continues this tornado warning starting phase to move towards Carrollton. Starting to see some a little hook form here. 20 minutes on that severe thunderstorm warning for just to the southwest of Kirksey. Severe thunderstorm. Several severe thunderstorm warning in Illinois. Scooter for to 1.75 in North Falls, as well as 60-mile-per-hour winds. Livingston, LaSalle till 9:15. You see shelter now here in Street. So you will find a large tornado here moving towards North Judson. He takes shelter right in North Judson. Go over here to our live cameras as we still have that storm moving into. As we still have that we have thunderstorm thunderstorm moving into downtown Wichita. Good camera after downtown Wichita. Judson. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning here in Missouri. This is for Kirksville. We have observed Adair, Lynn, Sullivan, Putnam, Schuler, and Macon counties. It's all 9:15. Observed ping pong ball size hail at 60 miles per hour winds. We have a destructive severe thunderstorm warning out here for Heron, Runaway Bay, and Poolville. Seek shelter if you're out here. They've upped the baseball size hail and 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Also, we just got a new severe thunderstorm watch in Texas, which does include the DFW Metroplex in Austin. We have a tornado. We've shrunken your tornado warning. Shrunken our tornado warning here even more. Still have a hook on radar here. Towards Carrollton. Shelter if you're in that tornado. They extend out our tornado warning for Lincoln. Now Toluca, Winona. Seek shelter if you are in Toluca or Winona. So continue to seek shelter if you are in North Judson. We still have a large tornado on the ground. We're actually starting to see this. We still do have a large tornado going to the north of North Judson. We seek shelter there. You have our storm here on the Wichita cam. Our storm is moving in to downtown Wichita. Here on the camera. We have allowed that Wichita storm wind or base severe thunderstorm warning. Still have our severe thunderstorm warning here for Judson. Continue to have a large tornado on the ground to the north of Judson. Continue to seek shelter in north of Judson. Still have our tornado warning here in Missouri and Iowa for about 25 more minutes. Moving towards Cantrell, moving towards Mount Sterling, Farmington, and Bonaparte. We need to seek shelter. Continue to have a large tornado on the ground to the north of Jessica. That we're talking about in the Orc podcast, main threats here in Missouri is going to be mainly tornadoes and hail. So I'd watch out for that in Missouri. Still have our tornado warning for about. It looks like they will allow that tornado warning, but they'll still allow that tornado warning to be canceled. They will have a severe thunderstorm warning will remain. Continue to have severe thunderstorm moving through downtown Wichita. Possibly have damage reports come out of Wichita. Here we have our destructive severe thunderstorm warning here in Texas. This includes Heron and Runaway Bay. 80-mile-per-hour winds and baseball-sized hail up to baseball-sized hail. To seek shelter there for another 23 minutes. Continue to have our storm moving through Wichita. We are starting to get damage reports out of areas like Lake Village, Indiana. After a tornado moved through Lake Village, we're starting to get damage reports from the areas that were affected by this tornado. We still have a large tornado on the ground to the north of North Judson, which Brems in Indian Hills. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning here in Missouri for the new severe thunderstorm warning here in Missouri for Sheraton, Ray, and Carroll counties in Missouri until 9:15 to 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and ping-pong ball-sized hail. Take shelter now if you are in Brunswick, Bosworth, Mendon, Carrollton, Bogartina, or Hale, or DeWitt. We can have our severe thunderstorm move through Wichita. Still have this our PBS tornado warning for about 5 more minutes. They will likely issue another PBS tornado warning as this tornado is still on the ground to the north of North Judson. We checked up on you folks in a while out here. You got about 20 more minutes of your tornado warning up here in Varna, Winona, and Toluca. Storm is more to the north. We do have a hook down here, the rotation. That's why as I said earlier, we have an extension of the PDS tornado warning that now includes Knox, Brems, and Indian Hills, also parts of Stark and LaPorte County, Indiana. 34 more minutes until 9 p.m. Still have a large tornado on the ground, moving to English Lake, moving towards Toto, Knox, Indian Hill, and Brems. Take shelter now if you are in Toto, Knox, Indian Hill, or Brems, or English Lake. Still have our tornado warning up here in Missouri at 18 minutes on that. Tornado moving to Mount Sterling, moving towards Bonaparte and Farmington. Be to seek shelter for in that tornado warning. We have a tornado warning down here. we now have an observed tornado warning for parts of Missouri and Iowa. We have a confirmed tornado on the ground. It's like down here in Missouri. It's not like down here on the Missouri side of the border. This will be moving towards Mount Sterling, Pasco, Anson, and Farm. This will be moving towards Mount Sterling, Farmington, Pasco, and Anson. So if you are in Mount Sterling, Farmington, Anson, or Pasco, take shelter now. There's a tornado on the ground moving towards you guys. Tornado warning down. We have a new tornado warning down here in. We have a new tornado warning down here in Texas to the north of San Antonio. To the north of San Antonio, Comfort and Waring. Comfort, Waring, Brownsboro, Welfare. If you are in Comfort, Brownsboro, Waring, Welfare, Curry's Creek, Overly Crossing, or Hamilton, take shelter now. This has a decent hook on it. It's quite a rotation. Kurt and Kendall counties. 10, 9, 15, 20, and tennis ball size hails. Shelter if you are in that tornado. So that destructive severe thunderstorm warning here in Texas for the Wise, Jack, Parker, and Palo Pinto counties for 16 minutes. Emo for our wind gusts and baseball size hail. Tornado warning out here in Toluca. About 15 minutes on that. Varna, Winona, and Toluca. About 15 more minutes on that. I'll probably be able to expire soon. About 45 minutes on this our severe thunderstorm warning down here in Missouri. Sheraton, Ray, and Carroll. Keeping off our windows and ping pong ball size. 45 minutes left for you guys. This storm is moving towards Carroll. We still have a PDS tornado warning up here in Indiana. As we remain to have a large tornado on the ground. Moving towards Knox. Moving towards Toto, Indian Hill, Brems, and Knox. This is a decently sized city, decently sized town here. If you are in Knox, Toto, Indian Hill, or Brems, to take shelter immediately. This is a large tornado. Our tornado right here to just Winona and Toluca. So we'll be allowed to expire soon. Hook is just to Winona. Expire. Still having some of our storms up here in the Chicago suburbs. Still having some severe thunderstorms here in the Chicago suburbs. Here, after that 1 inch in Emmer Hill, 60 mile per hour winds, about 30 more minutes for you guys. The severe thunderstorm warning still back from Wichita. We continue still starting to move out of Wichita. Still got about 30 minutes left on the severe thunderstorm warning. So of our tornado warning down here for 41 more minutes. Talk about the baseball size hail. So comfort. Just into comfort. Tears wearing. So children comfort wearing. Destructive severe thunderstorm warning still in effect here for parts of for 11 more minutes in Wise, Jack Park, and Palo Pinto counties. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning down here in Missouri. Parts of Adair, Lynn, and Macon counties until 9:15. Half dollar size hail at 60 mile per hour winds towards Buckland, Ethel, Elmer, and La Plata. See children now who are in La Plata. Forgot you guys up here in Missouri, Iowa. Still have that observed tornado on the ground. Expires in about 10 minutes. Still have a tornado on the ground, probably on the Missouri side, moving towards Pacasto and Anson to seek shelter. PDS tornado warning here in Indiana. Continue to have a strong tornado on the ground, moving towards Brems and Indian Hill. Seek shelter now if you're in Brems, Indian Hill, or Knox. They'll likely allow the Toluca tornado warning to expire as the storm has moved out of the area. We do have a new severe thunderstorm. We do have a new tornado warning. They did extend onto that tornado warning from Toluca for the Livingston and LaSalle counties till 9:15. Tornado, radar indicated tornado and golf ball size hail until 9:15. Take shelter now if you're in Streeter or Ransom or Cornell. I forgot about you guys here in Texas. We have about 38 more minutes on your severe thunderstorm warning here. Still moving on to comfort. Continue to take shelter down here. Baseball size hail. We'll be right. We have a tornado emergency now in effect. We now have a tornado emergency for Knox, Brems, and Indian Hill. have decided first tornado emergency of 2026. This is a large and destructive tornado. Yeah, there, right there. Large and destructive tornado moving towards Indian Hill and Knox. You need to take shelter now if you are in Indian Hill or Knox. So, tornado emergency. Indian Hills and Knox. You need to take shelter now if you are in Knox. If you are in Knox, you need to take shelter now. We have a tornado emergency right now in Knox. You are in Knox. You need to take shelter right now. You need to be in your shelter right now if you are in Knox. You must be in your shelter right now. This is a large and destructive tornado on the ground. You're in Knox. This is moving towards Knox. Again, right here, the large tornado on the ground, moving right towards Knox, Indiana. This is the first tornado emergency of 2026. Live footage here of the tornado. Storm Chaser tornado page. Large tornado on the ground moving towards Knox currently. This is our first tornado. A PDS tornado warning on top of that. You need to be in your safe place now if you are in Knox, Indiana. This is a large and destructive tornado coming right towards you. Same with you guys in Rems, Indian Hill. You need to be in your safe place right now. With a large and destructive tornado on the ground right now. Large and destructive. You need to be taking shelter right now. You need to take shelter right now if you are not. You need to run not walk. You need to run to your tornado shelter. There is no time. Not. There's no way I can tell you how serious of a situation this is. You need to be in your safe spot. You need to be in your safe place now. This is a serious situation for Knox. You have to be in your safe place right now. If you are in Knox. Tornado Storm Chaser Tornado page. The Storm Chaser Tornado page on this right now. You need to be in your safe place now if you are not. I cannot stress to you enough how much this. You need to be in your safe place now. This is a serious situation unfolding here in Knox. We do have a considerable severe thunderstorm warning out here in Macon County. 7-mile-per-hour winds. You got about 30 minutes on that. You need to be in your safe spot if you are in Knox. This is a very serious situation. This is a very deadly tornado on the ground, moving towards the city of Knox. In your safe spots, and if you are in Knox. There's a large tornado coming right for the city of heart of Knox. This is gonna make you a lot of people's lives changed in Knox. A lot of people's lives are about to change in Knox. This is a devastating tornado. Deadly tornado going right towards the city of Knox. Seek shelter now. This is very bad. This is a deadly situation right now. We still have a tornado comments on this tornado emergency? It's a serious, serious situation. You need to be in your safe place if you are in Knox. So the large tornado is moving. We have a large tornado moving into the city of Knox currently. This is a serious, serious situation. The large destruction to the ground. I expected this to happen. So there was a large tornado on the ground so long. This thing has been tearing it up on the ground for several hours now. It was just a matter of time before this happened. Before this became super, super serious. Many people's lives are about to get changed. Whatever happens to this city, we will. If this city is destroyed, we will help rebuild. Need everyone to send their prayers to Knox, Indiana, the people of Knox right now. We have a new PDS tornado. We have a new PDS tornado in Indiana. Marshall County until 10:15 Eastern Daylight Time, so it's 9:15. This tornado is still very much on the ground. This is going towards moving towards Hamlet, Robertstown. If you are in Hamlet, Robertstown, Donaldson, or Tyner, you need to be. Or if you are in Walkerton, Tyner, Hamlet, Robertstown, or Donaldson, you need to be seeking shelter immediately. This is a large destructive tornado. probably still after this. They might extend on. They might add on this tornado emergency. All right, they have canceled the tornado emergency. It has been referred to a tornado warning. They've allowed the tornado emergency to expire. This is still a large tornado on the ground, though. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning out here in Missouri. Sheraton, Randolph, Carroll, and Macon counties until 9:30. Ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. If you're in Keatsville, Clifton Hill, Mendon, Triplett, Brunswick, Bosworth, or Mendon, take shelter now. Ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. 36 more minutes on that. They've allowed tornado watch for portion of northwest Missouri to expire. Well, cancel part of it. So it's warning out here in Van Buren, Lee, and Clark counties in Iowa and Missouri. This does include Fort Madison. Shelter now for in Fort Madison. We have cameras here out there in Fort Madison. We're going to have a large tornado on the ground out here, moving towards. Still have a large tornado on the ground out here, moving towards Tyner and Walkerton, Hamlet, and Grovertown. Shelter if you are in those areas. We'll go here to Iowa. Go here to Fort Matt. So tornado up here in Missouri. We got severe thunderstorm warning out here for severe thunderstorm warning. This severe thunderstorm warning out here for parts of Oklahoma for the OKC Metro. So we have some for OKC Metro, including Grady, Oklahoma, Cleveland, Canadian, and Plain County until 10 p.m. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Not really. So hail this speed. way less than we had earlier. So obviously we're thunderstorm warning down here for Fort Worth. News we're thunderstorm warning down here for Fort Worth and Tarrant County, Texas, until 10 p.m. 65-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-size hail. Take shelter if you're in Fort Worth. So moving towards Dallas eventually. Seem to have a large tornado on the ground here in Iowa, moving towards Grover Town here in Walkerton. So seek shelter if you're in those places. Be in effect for about 16 more minutes. We have live eyes up here in Fort Madison, Iowa. We're unsure of if they're gonna issue out. They're gonna more issue it up here into eastern Missouri. With new spirit thunderstorm warning up here to the north of Davenport. They're still unsure if they will warrant issuance out to the more east word. Tennessee. The new tornado warning. It's like they have reduced our tornado warning out here in Hamilton, Washington to a base tornado warning. 14 more minutes out here on this. have our severe thunderstorm warning here in Fort Worth. Line of storms starting to move into Fort Worth right now. Brace got 1 inch in diameter hail, 65-mile-per-hour winds moving into the Fort Worth metro. OKC, you got about 60-mile-per-hour winds moving in. Brace for that. We're starting to see our line form here from the models earlier. So our models for tomorrow into tonight. We're gonna see storms continue here through midnight, and then start to die off. Start to kind of die off. I think this is the first time tonight we do still actually have one tornado warning for Fort Madison. Heading towards Fort Madison. We have a observed tornado warning for Fort Madison. We have a tornado on the ground. It's right there. The tornado on the ground right there near just to the west of Donaldson. Moving towards Donaldson, Franklin, and Fort Madison. Speak shelter for it and those areas. We are back. That observed tornado warning in Fort Madison. awful time. It's likely a small tornado. Probably it's probably a little rampant. He's moving towards Donald Center. The severe thunderstorm warning affect southern parts of Kansas City for about 30 more minutes. Still have that 15 more minutes on that severe thunderstorm warning in parts of Randolph, Macon, and Sheraton and Carroll. That tornado, still have a tornado just out, just just east of Donaldson, even towards Fort Madison and Franklin to shelter now. That we're starting to get more reports out of Lake Village, Indiana, from the tornado that moved through there earlier. It's, looks like it was that tornado that moved through there was about EF3 or EF2, around probably an EF3. That was probably EF. It was an EF3 plus tornado. There are houses off there around the as we're getting in one of the reports we're getting out of Lake Village, Indiana. We'll be right back. We're just now getting reports out of some of the. We're getting images out of Kankakee of the destruction of the tornado there. The tornado that went through there earlier. This outbreak caused is complete devastation right now and heavy damage to parts of Kankakee. There are houses leveled. That's true. As we are getting reports out of Kankakee. We still have our severe thunderstorm warning down here in effect for the Fort Worth area. We have 36 more minutes on that. You guys have Fort Worth in Denver. Trying to see that tornado is likely still on the ground just outside of Fort Madison. Taking shelter. Keep taking shelter if you're in Fort Madison. Well, the new considerable risk severe thunderstorm warning here in Missouri. Includes Knox City, Bell, New York, and take shelter. So about 30 minutes left on that severe thunderstorm warning. These severe thunderstorm about 60-mile-per-hour winds moving into Fort Worth right now. Should be allowed to expire. Confirmed tornado warning for Fort Madison. So tornado warning for 18 more minutes. So we're going to take shelter. windy tornado warning up here just to the south of South Bend. Tornado warning just to the south of South Bend. Down here. St. Joseph's County. Big shelter here in Colburn, Nutwood, Woodland, Pine Station, Lakeville, or Wyatt. Big shelter. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning. This includes downtown Kansas City. Those are about 10 minutes on the tornado warning here in South Bend, just south of South Bend, 2-inch in diameter hail. You need to take shelter. Several severe thunderstorms up here in Kansas City. As severe thunderstorms start to increase in Missouri, west. Several severe thunderstorm warnings around the Kansas City area right now. One for Kansas City here that stretches into Missouri from Kansas. So one up here in Ray County. We have 9 minutes left on that one. So Clay and Jackson County till 10 p.m. 6-mile-per-hour winds, quarter size hail. here. Thunderstorm warning down here for northern central part of the Dallas metro. We got, yeah, severe thunderstorm warning for the northern central part of the Dallas area. 60-mile-per-hour winds committed. Hitting the Fort Worth area right now. Take shelter here in Dallas. Over to the DFW Metroplex. So we got tornado warning up here. We also have a new tornado warning up here along the way. And for Hennepin, for Putnam and Bureau counties until 10:30. Smart radar indicated tornado warning. You're in Hennepin, Bureau Junction, Spring Valley, Depew, Rainville. Take shelter. Warning has been made effect for Putnam and Bureau counties. You're in Bureau Junction, Hennepin, Granville, Standard, Spring Valley, or Depew. Take shelter now. Good news or thunderstorm warning stretches all the way from Ray County here into Macon County. To Randolph, Church, Carrollton, Richmond, Lexington, Keatsville, Macon, Marceline, and then take shelter. to Spring Valley Marquette Rocks Randviller Standard Shelter. all the way into Illinois. we're probably going to log it off here for the night. There'll still be some severe thunderstorms throughout the night. We'll only be here for a few. Super thunderstorm warning for teachers here in Durham, Tishomingo, Colgate, Atoka, or Ada. Children now. tornado watch. Parts of southwestern Missouri, parts of western Arkansas, and eastern Oklahoma until 4 a.m. We will probably not be live by that time. We will very likely be not live that whole entire segment. 10 minutes on that severe thunderstorm warning. Half the state, or half the length of the state. So that Kansas City, actually about 25 minutes. Severe thunderstorm warning for Valparaiso until 10:45, 60 mile per hour wind gusts, and quarter-size hail. Seek shelter. Seek shelter. Valparaiso. This is probably we probably gonna end it here tonight. About 10:30 p.m. There'll be probably a few more severe thunderstorms throughout the night down here to southern Missouri, Arkansas, and eastern Oklahoma. We are signing off here, right here.